So in this video, we're gonna troubleshoot the remote garage door opener, right? So, moved in the house. The button inside the garage works for this automatic garage door opener. But this thing does not work. So it doesn't light up. And we're gonna see what's wrong with it. Hey, there's no battery. The wires are bare. So we'll grab a battery first and come back. Alright, so tried to put the battery in, and the actual terminals on here, the old terminal from an old 9-volt is stuck in there. So it won't accept it. So not sure what's going on with that. Maybe someone repaired this at some point. Whatever. So I'll have to get a new one of these to be able to hook up the battery. So I'll have to go see if I can find one. Alright, so went out and bought a new 9-volt connector. Just twisted the wires together. Unfortunately, it's the wrong kind because it makes the battery too wide. And it won't actually fit in there. But that's fine. At least I can get it working. I can fix that later. So I just have the wires twisted together. I'll go back and put some solder and electrical tape or heat shrink on that later. But I can test it. The backlight does come on. It's hard to tell because it's daylight out here. So at least the keypad has power. Now there's a procedure to reset. I'd have to know the passcode to reset it, and I don't know it, right? New house. No clue what the existing password was. So typically on the receiver there's a reset you have to do. So now that this has power, we'll go to the receiver and see if we can figure out how to reset that and set up a new code. Alright, so this this Craftsman garage door opener was built in 1999. You know, pretty old, but still works. So there's a little procedure there. Says something about holding the button. This is the only button I see. I hold it until the light goes out, approximately 6 seconds, so we'll see what that does. Alright, light went out. Let me just read that and verify it again. It says blah blah blah, erase all codes, press and hold the button. We'll turn on release code button when light turns off. Alright, and now we need to program it to the new code. Alright, so I popped the opener off the screw holding it on the wall. Just pushed up, popped it off. It'll be easier to do that way to program it. So a lot of new ones have like a special learn button. This just has the one red button. Like I showed you earlier, we already reset any existing codes. So to set a code, you basically just push the button, punch in a code and enter, and then the light will flash, or you'll hear it click 1 or 2 times when it's programmed, and it'll actually start moving the door usually. So I've never worked on one this old. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll give it a shot. Alright. So I'll push the button, the light comes on. And then I'm just going to punch in a code. I'll just make one up to see if it works and hit enter. Which it didn't. It's hard to see up here. Oh, the light's still on. Oh, it took it that time. There we go. So now my door's shut and the back lights were flashing, which would immediately allow you to reopen. So the new code's in, so let's see if it opens it. 1478 is what I put in. Sweet. And then while the backlight's flashing, you can stop its travel and reclose it. Stop it. Open it just by hitting enter on most of these. see it's flashing. And then when the flashing stops, now it requires the code again to work. So go ahead and mount this back up, and then go ahead and set the code I want here in a minute. And I'll have to figure out a solution for this, tape up the wires and fixing that, but I can do that later. But there you go. It's the basics of how to get program an old remote like this. Maybe you don't know the code, maybe you forgot it, maybe you new house like me, but even this, you know, 25-year-old garage door opener was able to program it. So there you go. Hope this helped. Thanks for watching. Bye.